Hey guys, hope you're all doing well and that you're keeping up with Mr. Joe Wick's exercises. I can say I'm not keeping up with those exercises, but anyway, lockdown and isolation. Now these are two words that have been probably reintroduced to our vocabulary in the modern days, but I'm going to expand on those and look at where they are mentioned in the Bible. Now this isn't the first lockdown, and I can see some of you are probably looking surprised because of that. No, but we're going to go back to the first book of the Bible, Genesis. We're going to look at a guy called Noah. Now Noah was a man that was blameless in God's eyes. So he had done no wrong in God's eyes. And at this time, the earth was beginning to fill up with violence and just get corrupted. If we go back even before Noah's time, we know that the story of Adam and Eve. Eve took that fruit from the tree that she wasn't supposed to eat, and that's when we first see a type of sin enter our world. And yeah, so Noah was a blameless man, and God one day instructed Noah to build a boat or an ark. Now this boat or an ark was longer than a football pitch. Now that puts it into perspective. You know how big a football pitch is, and I can't get my head over that, just how big it is. But yeah, so Noah built the boat, and Noah was instructed to get on the boat with his family, so God's instructions to Noah. And Noah did exactly everything God said. He didn't try to cut corners, he didn't try to build a boat smaller than it should have been, or bigger than it should have been, but he did everything exactly as God said. So the flood came, the flood hits, and the water started to rise, and God shut the door. So Noah's on this boat now with two of every kind of animal and his family. So with the animals, I'd imagine it would be quite a bit smelly, and with his family, I should hope it wouldn't be smelly, but as we're on lockdown now, we're all stuck at home with our families or carers or guardians, and I love my family to bits, and I know they love me, but there are times we get on each other's nerves, and that's okay because we're a family. But yeah, so I can imagine Noah would have, I can't say for sure if he was, but I can imagine he would have been a bit annoyed sometimes with his family. But yeah, so there's a family on a boat isolating together. Now I know most of you think that the flood lasted 40 days and 40 nights. But actually from the time the water came down at the start to the time it got rid of again, to the time it went again even, it was about just over a year. So Noah spent just over a year on a boat. Now I hope our lockdown doesn't last for over a year, but can you just imagine just Noah stuck on the boat with his family, with animals, with all the muck and everything for a whole year. But then because he was blameless in God's eyes, God didn't forget Noah. So God then made the water go, so there was no flood on the earth anymore, and God placed a rainbow in the sky. Now I enjoy this story only because today we walk around on all of our streets or go on your daily exercise or daily walk. I can't say I've been going on a daily walk, it's more like a weekly walk, but anyway, that's a different story. You go around and I notice rainbows spray painted, rainbows in windows, rainbows on doors, rainbows everywhere, and I'm really grateful to the NHS and the key workers that are still working during this time. As I walk, it just reminds me of this story of Noah and the ark, where God placed the rainbow to promise that he was never going to destroy the earth again. And I'm so grateful to God for that. That yes, we will go through stormy times, but the sun will come up after them. And I just want to re-emphasize the verse that we put up this week, this Monday I think it was, on our Instagram. It says Isaiah 43 verse 2, and it says, "When you go through deep waters, I will be with you." Now I know we're probably going through a deep water time or a stormy time now, but just remember that rainbow and the promises that God has for us, that God will get us through this. And God is the same God as he was with Noah as he is today. So yeah, so I hope you just take that on board and pray to God. Pray. That's one of the best options to do. As a Christian, I believe prayer is wonderful. So I think we should be praying for all of our key workers, praying for our families, and praying for an end to this virus at this time. So yeah, see you guys soon.